Welcome to Sabbath School Lesson Key Points. Lesson 6, Prayer Warriors. Memory Text. I love the Lord, because he has heard my voice and my supplications. Because he has inclined his ear to me, therefore I will call upon him as long as I live. Psalm 116, verses 1 and 2. Prayer is an essential habit for maintaining a close relationship with God, much like regular communication is vital for a friendship or marriage. Without continual prayer, a person will inevitably wander away from the Lord. The Bible provides powerful examples of individuals whose prayer lives not only strengthened their own communion with God, but also deeply impacted the lives of others. The story of faithful Daniel demonstrates the power of constant and fearless prayer. Daniel was a man filled with the Spirit of God, possessing deep wisdom and an abiding connection with heaven. When King Nebuchadnezzar issued a death decree for the wise men of Babylon, Daniel immediately sought God's mercy, and praised him when the king's dream was revealed. Later in life, despite facing fierce jealousy and a literal threat to his life from his peers, Daniel did not alter his routine. He consistently and persistently knelt by his open window facing Jerusalem, to offer thanksgiving and supplication 3 times a day. Daniel's physical act of kneeling highlights the importance of the posture of prayer. Kneeling is a humble declaration that God is sovereign, and that we are his servants ready to do his will. While the Bible also records individuals standing, sitting, or prostrating themselves, the ultimate focus is on the condition of the heart, opening it to God as if speaking to a close friend. Furthermore, praying in the morning serves as a physical declaration to the powers of darkness that we choose God, prompting him to fortify us and send angels to our side. This continuous communion is perfectly illustrated by the life of Enoch, who steadfastly walked and talked with God for 300 years, until he was taken to heaven. Even while living in an increasingly wicked world, Enoch remained productive and served others. Yet he frequently withdrew into solitude to earnestly pray and hunger for divine knowledge. His life shows that God does not expect us to live isolated like monks. Rather, we can abide in him throughout our daily earthly activities. The lessons suggest that choosing to pray aloud can even help keep our thoughts focused, and serve as a tangible reminder that God is real and actively listening. The life of Moses further expands on the nature of prayer, specifically the immense power of godly leadership and intercession. Moses' success as a humble leader was rooted in his constant presence with God, where he plainly heard God's voice and continually asked for guidance. Moses exhibited profound grace when he interceded on behalf of his sister, Miriam. Even though she had treated him poorly out of jealousy, Moses chose not to stand back and let her suffer the punishment she deserved. Instead, he quickly forgave her and prayed for her healing, powerfully reflecting God's forgiving grace. Moses also boldly interceded for the entire nation of Israel through their weary journey. He cried out to God when the people were hungry, thirsty, and desperate. And he spent 40 days and nights prostrating himself to plead for their survival after they rebelled by building the golden calf. His bold prayers were anchored in a deep love for God and a clear understanding of his merciful, gracious, and long-suffering character. Moses frequently reminded God of his covenants and past promises, yet he also humbly accepted God's answers, whether they were a yes or a no. This teaches us the importance of persistent trust. Ultimately, these daily lessons weave together a story showing that prayer should naturally stem from a deep love for God. Like a flower turning to the sun, believers are invited to share all their joys, burdens, fears, and daily needs with him, knowing that no perplexity is too difficult for him to unravel, and no concern is too small for his notice. By following the examples of Daniel's steadfast kneeling, Enoch's unceasing conversation, and Moses' selfless intercession, we can intimately walk under the watch care of the Almighty. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and other social media channels at Valley View University Church. God bless you. Shalom.